Hey everybody, welcome to Filmmakers Lab, or welcome back to Filmmakers Lab. I'm your host, Selena Colleen, and today I am flying so low. As you can see, my chair is empty. And I want to talk about preparation for...
Hold on. That's not what we're doing today. That's not what it's the Takeover. This is the Uncivil War podcast.
What are you doing here?
Filmmakers Lab. That's what's up. What's up, cuz?
What's up, cuz?
You thought you wasn't gonna see me?
Oh man, nice surprise. What's good with cuz?
We taking over. Nah, you the guest today.
Oh.
You're the guest today. That's what's happening.
So I'm getting in everybody's business now. You want to get in mine?
I'm getting in your business today. We want to know about Lena Colleen. That's what's up. That's right.
Do they want to know about Lena Colleen?
They're going to know today. They're going to learn today. But look. Before we get started, on a serious note.
All right.
It's
People know
not
how to be serious.
No. It's 9/11.
Yes.
I do want to give a moment of silence to all of the families that lost somebody in this tragic event.
Yeah, that's something that's really close to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really close to me. Really significant. It has a significance in my life.
Absolutely.
So let's.
Yeah, let me turn my phone off. I know. We we're back.
Right.
Now.
We are back.
Yeah. What's up, cuz? So
everything.
This is
stars and the quasars.
Moon, stars, and quasars, as you always say. And as y'all know, this is my cousin, Lena Colleen.
Yep.
As you know, I am one half of the Uncivil War podcast.
Shout out to D Trill.
So we taking over. We're gonna have fun today. I got a few questions for you. We want to know about you. You said you want to talk about prep.
Let's talk about prep, baby.
Let's talk about prep, baby. No, what was you gonna say? I know.
People say we be having too much fun.
Yeah, I mean,
hey,
there's nothing wrong with that.
It is what it is.
That's right.
Yeah.
You was gonna say what? And you said some people say what?
We have too much fun.
Oh.
That's what I was going to say.
All right. Well, I got questions prepared talking about prep. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So
when we're talking about prep, we're basically talking about being ready for success. Mm-hmm. Being ready when those opportunities come.
Yep.
And, just being ready.
Most definitely. But even before that, right? I think your audience wants to know how you even got into film. Like, what made you get into film?
I wish I could give a short answer and say I went to college for it. It was something I dreamt about. Earlier in my years, I was on that trajectory.
Right.
But because I was so shy,
right,
I kind of shied away from it.
Okay.
But it reeled me back in. I had a lot of people telling me, you need to be writing. You need to be doing something that has to do with writing. So I took that as, let me write some books or something.
Right.
Wrote a book. Have another one that I'm in the process of writing about my military background. Yeah, which is a movie too. Made that into a film too.
Already know.
But it really started with people just putting it in my ear, like, you're on the wrong path. Like, this is what you need to be doing.
Right.
It was a series of things that happened, 9/11 being one of those things that actually got me out of corporate and got me behind my desk and behind my computer and actually started really writing for real.
Wow.
And then after so many years of being away from my family,
right,
hooked up with you and found out that you were on that path.
Yep.
And it was almost destiny,
Yeah.
for me to.
Definitely, I felt like it was destiny, for lack of a better word. Like, it, alignment. You know what I'm saying?
Because
And
I didn't know what you were doing.
Right.
And you
right.
remember,
I
it was
do.
that family reunion. You came and you showed us.
I showed you 15 minutes, and that was one of my first projects. Shout out to Rogers Williams Cinematic.
Yep.
And we collabed from there, and we started talking about film, our goals and what we wanted to do and how we're going to take over Atlanta and then take over the world.
Right.
So look,
boy, those dreams.
Yeah. Hey, no, we're on the path. We're on the path.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's a journey.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
for sure.
You are a script supervisor as well as a writer, right? So what aspects of film do you like the most?
I like the process.
Okay.
So being a script supervisor, and the way that happened, I was in the right place at the right time. And I was asked to be a script supervisor, not knowing what it was at all.
Right.
And got into it. And, being on set, I just felt like I was at home.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the part of it I like. The writing, of course, I love to write. That's always going to be there.
Yep, natural.
Yeah, that's natural. It's not even something that I have to even think about. But being on set, the camaraderie, the watching the films actually being made, and as a script supervisor, I'm like dead center. I'm right there. I'm sitting at
all
the
in the
monitors.
mix.
Yes, I'm sitting at the monitors. Sometimes I'm sitting underneath the camera. Sometimes I'm sitting underneath the C-stands. And with that being said, I work with every aspect. I work with sound.
You're the eyes. You're everywhere.
Exactly.
You work with everybody. You're everywhere.
Everybody.
Yep. I think
the
that's
actors,
dope.
the directors, the assistant director.
Yep.
So that part of it is the best part for me.
Okay.
Just being on set and interacting with everyone and just watching the magic happen.
No doubt.
Yeah. That's the best part.
You know what? What do you like the least? I won't say hate because there's nothing that I don't think there's anything you really hate in the film.
No.
And because we like it all, right? We engulf ourselves.
What do I like the least?
Yeah.
Producing.
Ooh. You know what's crazy?
You already know. I don't even think you thought that was the answer.
I didn't think that was the answer. Well, no, I kind of knew because I'm always trying to get you to be involved in that process.
Yeah.
And
I am out of necessity.
Right.
But I
and you have.
Yeah.
I
have producer credits, but
yeah. Come on now. That's the part. That's I love producing.
I know.
Like that's the thing I love.
I know.
You understand? So
the first time I had to produce was doing the 48-hour films. So with that, you get 2 days to make a film. So you're hunting down actors.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You're hunting down writers to help you out.
Yep.
And it's not an easy thing. And I think that's what really turned me off from that aspect of it. Even though I know you have more than 2 days to do that.
I was gonna say.
But
but the fact that you can pull something together in 2 days like that.
We did it 4 times.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Come on now.
I mean,
and it sharpens you. It sharpens you. You know what I'm saying? Like
at the end, if that's what you want to do.
That's Shaolin Temple training right there. You know what I'm saying? You a master after that. Come on now. But
I mean, that's true.
Right. Yeah, facts.
It's true. That is
facts.
true. It is. And I always say it, it's boot camp.
Yep.
If you can get through that.
And those were good. Those were really good shorts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
I'm not trying to toot my horn, but they were.
No, they were good. They were good shorts.
That's because the team was good.
Yeah.
Shout out to Eyes Entertainment,
Yeah.
Hakeem, Regina.
Yeah.
And that's just our core. Each time we had different people,
Right.
different actors and different, lighting and things of that sort. So that's good because, you're giving people opportunities.
Right. Exactly.
So,
exactly.
yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you this, and we're gonna get into preparation and everything, but I wanted to know like what and who and what inspires you?
Well, I'm gonna say my niece, Madison.
Yeah.
She inspires me.
Maddie Soleil.
I think that I wanted to be. I'm that little girl. I'm her. Know what you want. She knows exactly what she wants at this early age. She's 12.
Yeah.
About to be 13. She knows what she wants at this early age.
Yep.
She's a good kid. She's smart. Yeah.
Very smart.
Excellent student.
Right.
And she inspires me, and I'm inspired by the younger generation.
Okay.
Across the board. But what inspires me? Man, that's a good question.
Yeah. Yeah.
Being positive.
Okay.
That inspires me.
Absolutely.
Remaining positive and
yeah, staying on that vibration.
Yes.
It's not easy.
That being consistent with it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
That motivates me. That inspires me because it's not always that.
That's dope. Yeah. True indeed.
It's not always that.
True indeed. And we're going to get into some things because I know, of course, I know some things personally that help you stay in that vibration and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So,
and that's where the prep comes in at.
Exactly. So, yeah, let's talk about prep. And so, well, for one, what's your ultimate goal in this industry, and how are you preparing for that? What's your ultimate goal, like your number one goal in this industry, and what are you doing to prepare for that?
So, I have more than one.
Of course. Your biggest goal, when it's all said and done, the biggest,
it's not the fame. I'm definitely not chasing the fame.
We know that.
And I'm not chasing the money either.
Right.
I'm not chasing the money.
Can't chase the money. The money gonna run if you start chasing it.
Oh boy.
Can't do that.
Here it comes.
You already know. I mean, come on. You gotta attract that money.
Yeah, no doubt.
You don't chase it.
You have to be in alignment.
It gotta come to you.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
You gotta be in alignment. And that has to do with prep as well. But I would say my ultimate goal is to inspire people, and to educate people. If we're talking about film,
right?
It's to educate people. I watch people all the time break the rules. This is breaking the rules.
Right.
And I'm a disruptor. I'll break the rules every time. But know what they are. Know what the rules are first.
Right. Right. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Got to know the principles, and then before you can break the rules, you got to know the rules, right? Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I've seen people constantly just break the rules, and I'm gonna go out on a limb, and I'm gonna say, Black independent filmmakers.
Right.
That's what Filmmakers Lab is all about.
That's dope.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Educating Black independent filmmakers on not so much the Hollywood standard, but the standards of making films. You know what I'm saying? Something as simple as transitions in from one scene to the next.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Something as simple as that. Knowing your lighting, knowing that if your sound is jacked up, people are not going to want to watch your movie.
That's
you know
a
what
fact.
I'm saying? You cannot half-ass on your films.
Look, let me ask you this real quick. Would you rather have, and you got to choose one or the other.
On the spot,
no.
Because I feel it's on the spot.
No. Would you rather have bad lighting? Or bad sound?
Oh, boy.
Which one, if you had to have one and not the other, think about that. That's a question I don't really struggle with it, but I think about it. I'm like, I know my answer,
so bad lighting.
Bad lighting.
Bad lighting.
Right.
Yes. I'm going to say this. We were watching one of the 48-hour films, and the lighting wasn't bad.
Right.
The sound went out. And that was it.
Oh, man.
That was it.
Yeah.
We were done. Like, everybody was like, and it started out as a really, really good film.
Yeah.
And then the sound went out, and that was it.
I've experienced that.
I know you have.
Yes.
Yes. We won't talk about it.
Yeah, we won't talk about it.
I know you have. But even when they were at the screening room, when they were screening one of our films, the light was coming in off the street. They didn't
Right.
block it out, and so you couldn't really see the picture.
Right.
The sound was there.
Wow.
So everybody, and it was the film that what's so crazy is it was the silent film, but still we had but still
and
we had
acoustic-
music.
yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
we had music
Right.
to it, and so
Yeah.
people were still like, okay,
Engaged that
yes, they
way.
was
It made a
engaged.
difference.
It made a big difference.
Yeah, it made a
It did, but
difference.
no, I would rather have. If
Yeah, I just
anything's
really
gonna
wanted
be
to-
jacked up, let it be
Right.
the lighting. I'm not trying to mess with the sound.
So when you have a script writing project, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's your routine and how do you prepare for that? Like when you have, it could be a spec project, it could be, somebody comes to you, hey, I'm hiring you to
Mm-hmm.
write this screenplay. What is your process for that? Or even for your own stuff?
So it depends on if I know the subject or not.
Right.
Number one. Number two, does it resonate with me? My projects are going to be my projects, but if
Right.
we're talking about somebody else's, it has to resonate with me in some way because I don't think people realize this, but we all write from here, from
Yeah.
a core. Okay,
Right.
whether we're conscious of it or not.
Yeah, true.
We're all pulling from here.
I agree.
If I don't feel that,
Right.
then I'm not even gonna mess with it. And I'll let the person know, look, this is not resonating with me. But my process is do research if necessary.
Right.
And then I do my character bios. My character bios come in, and we talked about character bios on here
Yes,
before.
extremely important.
Just talking about your backstory of your characters.
Yep.
And then I outline. So I know what how I want my film to end.
Okay.
That works for me.
Right. Right.
And some people they write
That's-
backwards.
Yeah, that's a no. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't write backwards, but I know what my
But you
end.
know what your end is.
Yes.
Right.
So I take that and I just create a roadmap with an outline.
Mm-hmm.
But my character bios come first.
That's dope.
They come first.
That's dope.
And then if I'm being not untraditional, I pray about it.
Right. Right.
Is this a project I'm supposed to be doing? Even my own projects.
Right.
But a lot of times I get those downloads,
Yep.
dreams and
Yep.
and it's crazy because it wasn't like that at first.
Right.
I was like,
The universe
how you
definitely
dreaming the whole
speaks to
film?
you.
Like that
Yeah.
didn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
But it happened. And when
Yep.
it happened, with Logan and Sam,
Yep.
I was like, whoa, okay. This
Yeah.
is so when you meditate
Wow.
and you're doing certain things to be in alignment with what it is that you want to do,
Right.
it's not work. It just comes. It
It's
doesn't.
alignment. Yeah. See,
Yeah.
it's yeah.
It just
I always say 12 years. No, I say, about 12 years of hard work is 1 hour of meditating, 1 hour of alignment.
No doubt.
You know what I mean? Because you could work hard, that's fine.
Yeah.
Working hard, but working smart and aligning yourself is going to cut down a whole lot of hard work.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Because that's when you start meeting the people that you need to meet, start making the connections you need to make, start getting the projects. The projects come to you, the information comes to you. Your antenna opens, your creativity is a lot stronger.
clarity.
Your clarity. You spot opportunities easier
Yeah.
by doing that.
Yeah.
And that's the internal work. Everybody lives in
And
the
that's the
tangible
prep.
tangible world, and they're using stuff outside of them to make things happen.
Right.
And that's not always, it's a combination. You got to do both.
You got to have a balance for sure.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Script supervising, when you're called, because you're usually called to do script supervising.
Yeah.
What is your process? What is your preparation for that? How do you prepare for those projects?
Okay, so for script supervising, and this is to all of you directors out there that don't understand what that process is. A script supervisor needs to know what you know. We need the script, and I'm probably going to read that script about 10 times.
More than that.
Yeah.
You do. Anyway.
Yeah, because I need to know that script just as good as the writers and
Right.
and the actors, and I need to know it. You
Yeah.
know. So I get the script, and I break the script down. So breaking down the script is You go scene by
explain that.
scene. Yeah, you go scene by scene, and you pick out the props and the sound and anything that is going to be significant during the production.
Right.
So this is really for me. It's not for anybody else. It's for me. But these are things that I need to look out for. You understand?
Right.
So I'm going through. I'm breaking down my script and I'm lining them. Now some directors want my breakdown.
Yep.
Some directors want my breakdown, and I give it to them. You know.
Yeah.
And it makes it a lot easier for them.
Yep.
What vehicles do we need?
Right.
All kinds of things goes into that. I
Okay.
just don't. I don't really mess around too much with the special effects.
Right.
And it's something that I need to learn because I do need to know about special effects.
Right. Right.
But
You just haven't had a project that was heavy on that.
I haven't.
Enough. Yeah.
no, not
Yeah.
yet. Not yet.
You'll get that experience soon. I'm sure. Yeah.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
But once I do that, then I see when they start, and I show up. I
No
have
doubt.
my binder with the script. I have extra pencils, and so I'm manual. But
She's analog,
I'm
y'all.
analog,
She's
straight
analog.
analog.
Seasoned analog.
I have done digital.
Yeah, I know.
I've done digital on the iPad.
I'm messing with you.
I mean, for me, it's quicker because you got your little iPad and you got to lug it around with you,
Yeah.
and you got to type with the little tiny keyboard. And I mean, unless you have a big one, but even still, it's just bulky.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I prefer to just write everything down and then transfer it.
Right,
I'm
right.
a master typist, so
Okay. Okay.
for me, that's nothing.
Do you
to transcribe it or type it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
True. Do you write your goals down?
I do.
Really?
Yeah, my
Okay.
goal for last night was to win $100,000.
Okay. All right. Keep writing that one down because I'm gonna ask you to hold something. Let me hold something, cuz. Yo, cuz, let me hold something. Little spot me. Spot me.
I'm not even gonna tell you. You're not even gonna know. You're gonna be
Yo.
like, damn, she moved. That
Yeah.
house empty. She done hit the lottery.
You know, I'm gonna be the first one you tell. Don't even try it. You know what I'm saying?
But no, I do.
Yeah.
I think it makes it
Don't even
real.
try it. Yes.
Yeah, it makes it real when you write it
Yes.
down and you can see it, and this is what it is. It makes it clear. You're not trying to figure it out in your head.
You're impressing your wishes onto the universe by doing that. When you
That's
write
what I'm
it.
doing?
When you write it. Yes.
Okay.
That's part of spelling, because we cast spells with words, we cast spells with writing.
True.
You know what I mean? With writing. So, yeah.
And then you have to write it in the now.
Write it in the
It
now.
has to be in the now.
Yep.
Yeah, you can't say
And-
I wish
Right.
or I think or I'm gonna. No, I have. It's done.
And I think
So it is.
more importantly too, behind that is the energy behind it. Because if you're writing it and you don't believe it,
Believe it. Right.
you might as well just, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
really about being more
Yeah.
than doing.
How
about being.
Yeah, it's about being.
Yeah.
Exactly. You got to be what it is that you're
Yeah.
asking for.
Yeah.
Just be it.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
How important is mindset when it comes to this film industry?
I mean, it's important because you got to know what you're gonna allow yourself to do and what you're not gonna allow yourself to do.
Right.
You know what I mean? For instance, I've had someone approach me about doing a film that had rape in it. Yeah, no,
Jeez.
not doing that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, your mindset has to be,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? It has to be positive. It has to be forward thinking, but at the same time, it has to be what you need it to be. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It has to be what you need it to be. So it's very important. You got to know who you are.
Right.
You have to know who you are.
Most definitely have to know who you are.
Yes.
Yeah, it's important, and
It is.
just being able to block out, negative outside influences too.
But that's, who you surround yourself with.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You gotta have like-minded people around you.
True.
Always.
True.
You know?
True. Now but sometimes, you're going to have people that don't.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to happen.
That's true.
So you gotta be okay with that too.
Yeah.
It's like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So how do
you got to be
block
strong.
those people out?
So
Because I just ignore them.
that's exactly what I do. I ignore them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they fall off eventually because if you're vibrating on a certain frequency and they can't penetrate that, they're really trying to like get at you with their negative energy.
Yep.
Oh, blah 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 blah. Oh, blah, and you're just like, you turn a deaf ear to that. Eventually, they're gonna fall off.
Yeah.
They're gonna leave. They're gonna leave your space.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't deal with the bullshit.
You gotta get to
you know
that.
what I'm saying?
You gotta get to that point. You know
Yep.
what I'm saying? Because, at one time, yes, of course, I entertained the BS. You know? But you have to get to a point where you're like, okay, so that's not really important. I'm not talking
Right.
about that. This is what's important to me.
Exactly.
It gets me in trouble. It really does because, people are like, oh, you don't care about me? No, it's not that I don't care about you, but what you're talking about is really not that important.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Move on. You dealing with it. Move on. Let's keep it moving.
Right. Right.
So yeah.
So preparation, right? How do you prepare for opportunities in general? Like, what do you do to prepare for opportunities?
I do a lot of meditating.
Okay.
I meditate a lot.
Yep.
I do.
This
I
I
meditate
know.
a lot. And for me, meditation, the type of meditation that I do is I like the sound meditation because it just zones me out. And it helps to clear your mind. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? And when those opportunities come, you're not thinking about, oh, I got to pay my light bill. Even though you do.
Right.
You
right.
understand? It's not a pressing, that's not the only thing you're focusing on.
Right.
You know what I mean? I focus on the opportunities that I want to come to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I do.
And so you got to know.
Yeah. Yeah. True.
You
true.
definitely have to know what those things are. And so,
Right.
and even if you don't, you have to be positive, knowing that you're going to get to where it is you want to go. But you got to be clear. Like, you got to have clarity. And
Absolutely.
that's where the meditation comes in for me. It wasn't always like that for me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because, again, I was not on the right path, okay? You're talking about someone who was in corporate with a marketing degree,
Yep.
working with people I could not stand,
Yeah.
and they couldn't stand me either
Right.
because I was always trying to find ways to shortcut to do whatever it was they wanted me to do,
Yeah.
and I didn't want to be there, And what's so crazy is 9/11 happened, and it took me away from all of that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think that me focusing on not so much I didn't want to do that, but what I knew I needed to do, those things started to happen. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because I've always been writing. Always.
Right.
I've never not been writing.
Yeah, true.
Okay? Because it was therapeutic for me.
Right.
So once I really started focusing on that, things started to happen. Like you said, things
Right.
started to fall off.
Yep.
When you start focusing on these things, and again, sometimes it's unconscious, subconscious, things start to happen.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's what happened.
It's
I didn't realize it at the time,
Yeah.
though.
So it's really focusing on what you want. Like, I always look at it
Yes.
like this: focus on what you want and not what you don't want, because the universe can't tell the difference. Whatever you're focusing on is going to appear. So you can't be anti something and be for something.
Right.
You can't be for something and anti something.
Anti-something, right.
You're like, oh, I'm anti this. That's the energy is focused on that.
Yeah.
Like, I'm anti-abortion. It's focusing on abortion. It ain't focusing on wellness and birth and abundance. It's focusing on the other end. So every conversation is two conversations. It's abundance or lack of, right? I know this. You know what I'm saying? I don't wear my spirituality on my sleeve all the time. I shoot things out every now and then, and you know,
I do.
y'all know, y'all know me. Like, you know, I play. I kid. I like to joke, but you know, I'm seriously like you. I meditate every day. Prayer and meditation, I feel, go hand in hand. In prayer, you ask, and meditation, you receive. You understand? You're open to receiving answers and receiving info, and you're opening your antenna. Yeah,
right.
it's a yin and yang. In prayer, you ask. Meditation, you receive.
Opening that third eye.
Absolutely. So that's super important, and that's dope, because like, there's different types of meditation too.
Yeah.
That you know.
I like the sound though.
Yeah.
I'm not big on the talking.
Yeah. Oh no.
I'm not big on the guided meditation.
Eckhart Tolle has a you got to check that one out. It's a
Is
deep.
he talking?
No, he's not.
Okay.
He's not.
If he's not
it's
talking,
not.
then it's good.
No, he got it's a certain frequency of sound that he uses. That.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And I switched from that because, you know, I was doing Abraham Hicks and all that, which that's cool. But, you know, there's levels to this,
So
you know. But anyway, back to film, right?
Right.
Which, you know, this is all a part of it.
No doubt.
What are some things filmmakers can do to put themselves in an advantageous you're right, advantageous position? Like, what are some things that they can do to put themselves
Network.
in that? Okay.
Number one, network.
All right. Network.
You know, there's plenty here in Atlanta.
Right.
We back outside, so
We're back outside.
Yeah. So there's plenty of networking opportunities. That's the biggest one.
Right.
That's the biggest one. If you're a writer, enter some contests.
Right.
If you are just if you're just someone that wants to get your feet wet and you don't really know what you want to do in film, try the 48-hour film festival.
Yeah.
Yeah, try that.
There's a lot of contests. There's a lot of film festivals,
Yes.
like the 48-hour film. Yep.
Well, like I said, 48-hour film festival is
Boot camp.
it is
We both say at the same time, boot camp.
for filmmakers, and I would say try that.
Yeah.
What else? It's so many things.
Yeah.
Move to a state where it's prevalent.
Yeah. Location does play
Plays a big
nice
part.
key, in your success.
But people would ask me, why would you leave New York? Well, because it's saturated. That's why.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And ain't nobody checking for me in New York
Yeah.
as a filmmaker.
Yeah.
I mean, they are
think
now.
they are.
So look,
I think
now
they are.
they are.
Yeah, I was
because
about to say they are.
Boy, Keith.
They
but
are.
Before that,
Yeah.
I was getting calls from people down here.
Right.
You know,
Right.
and even calls from people in California as well. So it wasn't. I don't know. I think because I didn't want to be there
Right.
is the reason why it wasn't happening.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I was really focused on moving to Atlanta
Okay.
and getting in where I fit in.
Absolutely.
I think I did a pretty good job of that.
You did a great job. You did a great, hit the ground running. You know what I'm saying? I love it. Yeah, you did a great job.
Right,
for sure.
Right.
Do you think hard work is more important than talent?
Where you get that question from?
From my mind. My mind.
I don't think you did. I think
I
you
did.
found that somewhere.
No,
Somebody asked that question.
No,
somewhere
that's something.
else.
That's no. I
Hard
can't.
work is more important than talent.
I ain't got a copyright on the question, but I did come up with the question.
But I think, you know what I think? I think that if you work hard, if you're not that talented and you work hard, the talent will come. I think
Okay.
it will come. You know, if you're trying to hone your craft, I think it'll come.
You do.
Yeah, I think it will. I think if you work hard, I think it will. You know, but I mean, how many talented
depends.
people out there that don't work hard and they get on? You know, we see them and you almost could tell that they're not working hard.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I get it.
Not honing their craft.
So I think it goes back to what we were talking about before. It's like, you know, like alignment. You know what I'm saying? And just really putting yourself in a position to have certain opportunities and certain people come to you, certain information come to you, mentors and things like that. So hard work, hard work is cool, right? But we're talking hard work and talent, right? So it's like, let's use the comparable of Michael Jordan. Natural talent, but he worked his ass off. So I think it's a balance.
Better and better and better.
I think it's a balance, but I think if he just relied on his talent, he probably have he might have 2 rings. He won't have 6.
So my point.
Yeah. True. Yeah.
We could
Kobe.
Curry.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. We could go down the line. These guys bust their ass. And they have talent. They've had talent from birth. You know what I'm saying? These guys were born talented.
But I also feel like sometimes you can work really hard, and if you're not aware of what you need to be working on, the areas, then it does not matter how hard you're working. You're not going to gain that talent. You're not going to build talent from just working hard. You're not going to do that. You gotta like
I don't think
razor
you're gonna build
focus
talent, but I think if you're talented, it will help you be more talented.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I understand what you're saying.
Yes.
If you don't know what you got to know that you have the talent.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Tell me about your award-winning screenplay.
What you want to know?
I want to know all about it. The people want to know. I don't think you ever talked about it.
I don't talk about it. It's called Graham Land. And at the core, what it's about is the decisions that you make, how they come back. It's funny because I had named it Boomerang at first. No, Recoil.
Recoil.
Yeah, Recoil. You remember that?
Yep, I do.
And you were like, no, that's too on point.
Yeah.
And it was.
Right.
And it was. But Grahamland is what I named it because the characters, the main character's last names are Graham.
Right.
And land is the actual land in the backyard where the husband actually hid the money.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah. He's a bank robber. And I'm not going to say where the story comes from.
Oh, I was going to ask you that.
Nah, I don't want to.
You can't. Say it. Okay. No, that's fine.
Yeah,
no. I understand. Trust me, I understand.
I don't want to say it. It's
yeah.
Private. It's too private. But it is about a bank robber and his wife.
I don't want to say where it comes from.
I mean, but again, like I said, we write about what we know.
Yeah.
I don't care what anybody
absolutely.
says or what we feel or what resonates with us.
Yeah.
That's why I don't understand why your boy always has the N-word in his films. But we ain't going to talk about that. Anyway, I feel like he wants to say it, and anyway. So it's about a bank robber and his wife and all of this decisions that he's made up until this point, how it is affecting them. And the irony of it is they are being robbed. It's a comedy.
Yes.
Genre's comedy. It's a dark comedy, but they're being robbed.
It's funny.
It is funny.
Yeah.
They're being robbed, and the irony of that is that the bank robbers are having the same dynamic.
Right.
The decisions that they've made, how it's affecting them as two guys that are robbing people. You understand? And they meet face to face with these characters. It's the 4 characters, and they meet face to face. And the husband and wife, they're so at this point they're so cynical about life and you know, he's sick. So that's another thing. The husband is sick. He can't even get out of the bed. Okay. And this is as a result of the decisions that he's made in the past. And now his wife, who has spent so much time alone because he was out robbing banks and he was in jail, in and out of jail so much. Right. She has to take care of him now. Right. And she's like, wow, all these babies you got out here and all these different women, why they not taking care of you? Right. Because she's been the stable one. And he wanted her to be the one to see him to the end of his life.
Are you making it available for people to read?
It is available.
And where can they see this?
Oh man,
They need to
now
be
you
able to
put me
pull
on the
this up.
spot because
It's a short read. It's a dope read.
It's 10 pages.
Just hit her
10
up.
minutes.
Just hit her up online.
me.
Yeah, DM her.
Filmmakers Lab.
She'll tell you where to find it.
The Filmmakers Lab
The
podcast.
Filmmakers. Yeah.
Yes, because it is actually online, and you can read it.
And you're getting awards for it.
I am still getting awards for
How many awards to date?
9.
Wow, that's big.
9 awards. And
That's
it's
big.
just a script. It's not
That's
even.
big.
I haven't even filmed it yet.
Yeah, that's dope.
But it
you
will.
you
No,
are.
I have to.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's
I don't
what's
have.
up.
I don't have a choice in the matter because.
Have you found a producer?
You.
Hey.
You are my producer. Yes, for sure. I trust you, so definitely. And I mean, it's only one location. It's four characters.
Right.
2 older, 2 younger guys.
Yep.
And yeah, it's a tale about the decisions that you make and how they affect you in the future.
Dope.
You know, how they
Dope.
affect you in later.
Make sure you hit her up for that because it's a cool read. Like you're gonna laugh while you're reading it.
Yeah, it's funny.
It is a dark comedy, like she said, but it is fun. It's still laugh out loud funny too. There's certain parts where you're like, you're just gonna start laughing.
Yeah, because it's really about putting your characters in a world and then turning it upside down.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And that's exactly what I did. And it's not typical. It's been called unorthodox. Like I've had it,
Okay.
read and looked at,
Right.
and they said that it's unorthodox. Yeah, I will break the rules. Hello, I will break the rules. But I know which.
But you know the
I know
principles,
which- yes,
so you
I know
can
how
break
to
the
break
rules.
those rules.
There you go.
Exactly.
You gotta know the principles first.
Exactly.
What is the best piece of advice someone has given you?
On film or just in general?
Both. Start with film.
Okay, so as far as film goes, our mentor Abdul, he said it. He said, "Know who you are before you get into this industry. Know what you will do and what you will not do in this industry because you will be tried. People will try you. They will see how far they can push you. They will see what you are going to write about. They're going to see what your, they're going to try you.
Wow.
So know who you are.
Yeah.
Know who you are inside and out. And then outside of film, my dad you never fail until you stop trying.
That's dope.
Never fail till you stop trying.
That's dope. Uncle Junie. That's dope. That's great advice.
He had a little poster of
That's
it
great
up
advice.
on the refrigerator.
That's great advice.
And they
That's
would
dope.
move it around.
Yeah.
You never fail until you stop trying.
No doubt.
So yeah, my
I agree with that. Yeah.
My father is self-made. He's self-taught.
Yep.
He taught himself to how to fix the train tracks.
Yep.
In the subways. I think that's amazing.
Yeah, he's pretty amazing. You know what I'm saying?
man.
He's amazing, uncle.
If I'm taking advice
He's
from
amazing
anybody,
uncle.
it's him.
Yeah, that's
Or my mom.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
my mother, she's a little more brazen.
Yeah, this is true. This is
She's a
true.
little more straightforward.
This is true. You got a lot of Auntie Judy in you. A lot of her. A lot. Yeah.
That's funny.
More so, I think.
Then my dad.
Me personally, that's just me. I know you. I know how you feel about.
Yeah, he's laid back.
Anyway,
No, you're right though.
what's next for you?
Man, I'm writing a few films now.
Okay. And anything you could talk about or no?
I mean,
Briefly,
you had White Boy Steve on. We're working on his.
We're
story,
working on his
Gussie,
story, Gussie. Yep.
which is dope because it's a white man's view. No, it's a white man who views the world through a black woman's lens.
Say that again and say it slow because people think you said something, you missaid something, but you said it exactly how it was supposed to be
It's a
said.
white man who views the world through a black woman's lens.
So let that sink in. Because
Well, I'm not gonna say no more
Don't
than
tell.
that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No,
like,
no.
and
Yeah.
that's when you do log lines and stuff like that, it's supposed to intrigue you.
Of
Like,
course.
what does that mean? How does that look?
Right.
What does that look like?
Yeah.
Boom. Right. And it's
But
based. And And it's based on a true story. So
Yep.
that's, yeah.
It is his life. It is his life. A little bit of Hollywood.
Right.
You know how.
What else? You got a couple other things going on too. Yeah.
I'm doing a sequel to The Key.
The Key.
And
Yep.
The Key is a film that I did for a gentleman in New York, Keyshawn Powell.
Mm-hmm.
And that's about a woman's worth, just
Right.
knowing what her worth is, and
A woman's worth.
yeah, just knowing what her worth is,
Yep.
But poor Teresa, she hasn't figured it out yet.
Wow.
She's having a hard time.
Okay.
So that, and then Logan and Sam.
Ooh, it's one of my favorites.
That's one of your favorites. Right?
What? That you're working on? Yes.
I'm not giving it away, Curtis.
No,
I'm
don't.
sorry, I'm not.
Please don't.
No, it's about 2 kids.
That's it.
That's it. That's all
Logan
I'm
and
saying about that. So
You said
one.
you ain't gonna give it away.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
One kid. They're both in foster care. Mm-hmm. And one kid, his mother is on meth, and the other one, the girl Sam, her mom is a single mom, was killed in a car accident. So that's how they become foster kids, and they're in the same
Connected.
foster home.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
And they're
That's-
in a good
that's-
home.
that's
but
all
it's
we're gonna
still-
say.
It's still drama.
Yep.
Yeah. That's all we're gonna say.
That's all we're gonna say. Now, you can or cannot answer this next question.
Oh jeez.
Who's Big Mike?
Oh!
Who the hell is Big Mike?
That's funny.
Who is Big Mike?
Who somebody told you to ask me that question?
Me. We're gonna get into
That's
couple,
my nickname.
a couple of viewer questions
That
because
is a nickname
yeah.
that was given to me by my grandmother,
Big Mike.
who has passed.
Listen, Big Mike.
Nana. Big Mike, exactly. But you know what? When she said it, it didn't sound crazy. But when other people say it sounds so crazy. My grandmother nicknamed me Big Mike because when I was born, my eyes were like really, really big.
Yep.
And she said they look like the lights on a Mack truck. But she didn't want to name me Big Mac because that sounds too masculine. So I don't know why Big Mike doesn't sound masculine.
Right.
Masculine to her, but that was my name, Big Mike. She was the only one that called me that, though. Nobody else called me. Unless they were joking around.
Okay.
That is hilarious.
You didn't think I was going. You didn't know where I was
didn't
going
think
with
about
that.
one,
Yeah.
no. So the
yeah.
crazy part about that is my grandmother was a free spirit.
Right.
So we would be in the supermarket or wherever. Big Mike, she's calling me. Big Mike.
People looking around like, dang,
looking
she
for a
couldn't be
little boy,
talking about you.
right? And there was nothing big about
Yo,
me.
that's crazy.
Not even my eyes. I grew into those.
That's
so,
crazy.
It's like, why?
Oh, man.
And I was
Big
cool.
Mike.
I was cool with it.
Don't call it Big Mike in the
boy.
streets, please. Don't call it Big Mike in the
Curse you out when
streets.
we get off. Do not.
That was
Call
that
me
was
that.
that was my question, but I have real quick. I have a couple of viewer questions.
Okay.
So I have a question from Ashley and Ivan.
Okay.
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 Ashley and Ivan.
Oh boy.
Okay. Well, no, these are good questions. Was there ever a point where you considered leaving film? If so, why?
Man. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if so, why? What was that point? What made you even think about it?
Because I felt like, number one, I wasn't being heard. As a black woman, I think that we carry that around all the time, whether we want to or not. I felt like I wasn't being heard. I felt like I was being looked over. And, I'm the type of person, if you tell me you're going to do something, I expect that you're going to do it. And when it doesn't happen, I take it personal.
Right.
And I'm not even one that takes things personal. But if it's something that I've agreed upon with a specific person and
Right.
it doesn't happen,
Right.
then I'm like turning tables over and like,
Right.
that meditation is key.
Absolutely.
Because I always revert to back to that, because I have a temper, and I do sometimes sabotage myself. I almost talked myself out of doing this podcast. Okay.
I'm glad you did not.
Well, thanks to LA, because LA was like, you're bugging, and get your butt up in here. You're going to do this podcast.
No doubt.
Because, this is something that's needed. I think it would be, a success.
It's different from the other podcasts. There's no other podcast. And really, and honestly, I look online to see like black filmmaker, podcasts. They're really, you have to really look hard. You come up.
There's none.
You understand? So it's like, damn, that's dope.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But why?
Exactly. So the fact that you even thought to like, you know what? I want to educate.
But you know what? I've been doing it.
Yeah, this is true.
I've got some interviews, older interviews that I've done with my cousin Will, with Jules.
Yep.
Jules is an actress. Who else? I did another one too. But I was putting it out there.
Yep.
What was I saying? Oh, I wanted something like The Hollywood Reporter.
No doubt.
And it's so crazy. I was saying it, but was I really believing it? I kind of was, but kind of wasn't. But then it was put in front of me, and it was like, oh,
that's dope. It came to you because, again, what we talk about.
I was honing my craft.
We attracted these things.
Always writing. I was
always writing. Yep.
Always, making myself available as far as film, being on sets, and just waiting for those opportunities.
That's dope.
And not really saying no to too many of them. Just taking them.
Right. Right.
Getting myself out there.
Right.
Yeah.
They have one more question. What genre of film would you like your next project to be?
I like comedy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm that person.
Mm-hmm. I like comedy too.
Yeah, I love comedy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's not. They say it's the hardest one to write for. That's what they say, and I think it's because there has to be a certain timing and
exactly.
What I'm saying. And gotta be funny.
Yeah, I think in general it might be, but nah, it's
I mean, but again, like I said, when you write, if it's natural, it's gonna come.
True.
You know what I mean? I would say that Gramland was probably 3 revisions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Before it was where it needed to be as far as funny. Yeah. Because I had the story, but the funny part of it. Right.
How I and this is just a personal, like, how I view your comedy. Like, you have intelligent comedy, like a Seinfeld type of comedy, like House, like what's the other one? Like, to me, that's like intelligent. Yeah, like The Office. Like, that's intelligent comedy. Like, that's how you come with how you write, like, because you're very. You
always say that. Analytical.
Yes. Yeah, you're super analytical.
I don't know why I don't feel
your right brain is a right brain. I think it's right brain. No,
whatever
left brain. It's left brain. You're very left brain thinker.
Whatever it is, that's what I keep saying. So, I don't see it,
but you're also creative. So,
yeah.
Last question from our viewers, and this is coming from my boy, D Trill, Triznot E.
What Trill talk about?
Basically, he wants to know, what do you want your film legacy to be?
He asked me that.
He did, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I want it to be. I want people to say, she brought the education. I learned from Filmmakers Lab. I learned from Lena Colleen. I feel that school, it might be necessary for some people.
Right.
But as far as film goes, it's more hands-on. And I feel that we need to show people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
What it is. Black people, so that...
No doubt.
And that's not to say we don't have good film. We do. We have great films. But I think that a lot of people are out here posing and making believe that they know what they're doing, and they're really
Right,
not. You know, they
right.
really don't.
Yeah.
And you know, this is a learning experience for me too. I'm not sitting here saying I know everything. Most of my guests, I have to do research on what they do. You know,
You never know everything. Even so, like,
but I want to be able to teach. I want to
Yeah.
be able.
Yeah.
I think I have a teaching spirit,
you do.
and I feel that I want people to learn.
Yeah.
That's what my legacy. That's what I want my legacy.
dope.
To be. That people have learned. People were inspired as well.
And we're inspired.
Yeah, people were inspired
Okay.
as well, because Lord knows I came from, and I'm not saying I was poor or anything like that. I definitely
Right.
was not, but a lot of anxiety and mental issues that I've had to combat over the years
Yep.
to be able to even sit here and
Right.
speak, you know,
This is true.
to a camera. You know, it's been a journey for me, and I want people to understand that it is possible to fight your fears. It's possible to face your fears. It is possible to overcome your fears. So yeah,
Yeah. And
inspire and educate.
And I'm look, we used to do on the Uncivil War podcast where we give roses to people. I want to give you roses cuz I'm very proud of you. You know what I'm saying? Like you've come a long way with being able to speak in like just on a public platform in front of people to express, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm super, super proud of you, like sincerely.
Thank you.
And I think it's dope. And I think you're doing exactly what you want to do with Filmmakers Lab. Like you are teaching, you are inspiring, you know what I'm saying? And I think it's dope. I think, you know, it's a dope show too. It's not like, you know, it's not, the show is incredible. It's not, you're not just winging it. Like you got substance. So it's a dope show. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm proud of you, cuz.
Thank you.
For real.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. So before we get out of here, I'm gonna do a real quick, like on the
What's
uncivil. Like,
next?
I took over, right? You know, this is me, Big Karma. Like this is.
Oh, you Big Karma now.
I'm Big Karma. I'm Karma Chameleon. Karma. Nah, let me stop. No, look. Real quick, we do like on the Uncivil War podcast show. We do a game called Bang Bang.
Oh, bang.
Rapid fire questions.
Okay.
Short. You just give a quick answer.
ready.
Don't explain it.
Okay.
I'm gonna shoot the questions out, and you answer. That's it.
All right.
No explanation. You ready?
Yep.
Ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Drama or comedy?
Comedy.
Indie or Hollywood?
Indie.
Romance or finance?
Finance.
Okay. Writing or script supervising?
Writing.
Cardi or Megan?
Megan.
Eddie or Richard?
Ooh, Richard.
Favorite Queens rapper?
Oh. Favorite. Run DMC. No.
That's
Yeah,
a
Run
group. That's a
DMC.
group.
Oh.
Favorite Queens rapper?
Oh, man.
Come on. Give me one.
Uh-oh.
All right. LL. Yep. Favorite actor?
Viola Davis.
Favorite male actor?
Denzel Washington.
Favorite restaurant?
Papa Do's.
Okay. Here in Atlanta, right? Idris Elba or Damson Idris?
Idris. I like
Okay.
that too, but Idris.
Favorite book?
Story.
Tea or coffee?
T.
Ran upstairs up to the top floor, opened up the door there. Guess who I saw?
Me.
Come on. I'm gonna give you one more chance real quick.
I don't know.
Ran upstairs up to the top floor, opened up the door. Guess who I saw?
I don't know.
Dave the dope fiend shooting dope. Who dope. Come on, man. All right.
How many times have I said that?
On set or on location?
Ooh. On set.
Okay. Who you got? Who you got in the fight? Will Smith or Chris Rock? Who you got?
Will Smith.
Okay. Theater or streaming?
Streaming.
What's your and you wasn't ready for that.
No.
What's your most prized possession?
Oh man. My daughter.
Okay. Last question. Power or P-Valley?
Oh, wow.
I know you watch both heavily. So Power or P-Valley?
I'm going to have to say P-Valley.
Word?
Yeah.
Never watched an episode. And probably never will.
But I mean, they're telling the hard stories. They're telling the stories about the people that people look down on. You know what I'm saying? They're telling the stories about the people that don't really have voices, and when they do, people don't want to listen. They're thinking that, oh, I'm not going to listen to the stripper. I'm not, like they're not, like they're not smart strippers.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like.
I think the overall concept is dope. You know what I'm saying? But from what I can tell, you know what I'm saying? What do you want people to know about you that they don't know already?
That's a good question. I am a track and field fanatic.
Yeah,
I'm a sports
this is
fanatic,
true.
but track and field is my thing. I can probably be a commentator. I could probably be a trainer. I am a fanatic when it comes to track and field. I did run track back in the days, but yeah, I'm a fanatic when it comes to track and field.
Lena Jordan Kersey. Yeah. Hey, cuz I appreciate you letting me take over your show.
I appreciate it.
This has been a great show.
I hope I answered some questions.
You answered. You did great. You did great.
Because,
being on the other side,
My first video when I first did Filmmakers Lab podcast, I know LA was saying, "Oh, you were so vulnerable," and I was, but I was extremely nervous,
right,
to the point that I couldn't even think straight. Like I couldn't even think about what it was I wanted to say.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Yep. Again, very proud of you.
Thank you, cuz.
Make sure you watch Filmmakers Lab. And also tune into the Uncivil War podcast, shameless plug on your show. I took over, so I could do that.
It's
you know what I'm saying?
I ain't mad.
And hey, maybe you can come on the Uncivil War podcast and kick in the door and take over my shit.
I might do that.
All right?
I just might do that.
All right, cuz. You want to close us out? I love you too, cuz.
Thank you for watching. As always, I appreciate y'all. Filmmakers Lab podcast. The Filmmakers Lab podcast on Instagram. Y'all know where to find me. And I appreciate y'all. And come back. We are here Wednesdays. YouTube, on Ebevision.
Everywhere you podcast.
But, yep. And appreciate y'all. That's a wrap.
That's a Rizzy.